Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
The veteran, Jason Sanders, ready to get us started. And off we go from South Florida. He's going to like not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. Throwing right away, it's May. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect. And it falls incomplete. Austin Hooper was the intended target. And it'll be second down.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
On second down, it's May. Open man, Demario Douglas. A big play there on second down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. Give up the middle to Stevenson. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early third down coming up.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Not the sharpest of starts on offense. Here, an early third and long. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Pushed out to his right. He'll try to run for it.
That's a really good effort on third down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a first.
On fourth down, Bryce Baringer out to punt for New England. A dangerous Tyreek Hill is deep for Miami. He'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. A first carry here for Devon Achane. Good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Tua gonna throw. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
That's good.
They gain 18 yards on that one. First down, Miami.
10 at the 48-yard line.
44. Ready. Deep.
Tua, give it to Achane. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
Brings up second down.
A shotgun snap to Tua. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Now third.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
Tua now on third down. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. He'll get out of bounds. A gain of 8. That's going to be good enough for a first down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
All right, come on.
Tua on the fake, gets it to Waddle. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Tua and his old Bama teammate Waddle for the Dolphin first down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is going to be all in. He's got it. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins. That his first touchdown of the new year. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Off the bootleg. Here's May. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the Dolphins come up with the turnover.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by the veteran Stephon Gilmore.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot to get his hands on the ball and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Here's a run with the rookie from Ohio State. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
May to throw on second down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Peter Kohu. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown.
Number one rule of throwing the ball out to the boundary, Mike, you can't be late with the ball, because when you do, that's exactly what happens. Corner does a great job breaking in front, catches it in stride, and he could have just walked into the end zone. There was nobody in front of him.
The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. And that kick goes out of bounds right away, and that is a big mistake because that ball is going to be marked beyond the 40-yard line. They'll go play action with May. That's Hooper open right side.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. First carry for Antonio Gibson. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Dolphins with the early lead. And we're back to South Florida after this. Now a 3rd and 2. Man in motion, it's Diggs. On 3rd and 2, it's May. That'll be complete to Gibson. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
You could see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's May. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jack Jones.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
first down. Tagovailoa. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll run right here. It's Achane. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Third and 10. A pistol set with Tagovailoa. He dives, and what a catch for the first down.
With wide receivers, I think we spend so much time by talking about their speed and their route running, and of course that's critical, but the ability to not only catch the ball, but to concentrate on the bad throws. We used to have a saying, you get paid to catch the bad ones, and saw a great example of it here, laying out, going down to get this ball, holding on through contact with the ground, and it's a big-time play.
He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. It's second down.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
To throw on second down, it's Tua. This one caught by Waller. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage.
And he will get into the end zone. Tyreek Hill, touchdown Miami. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will take themselves to a 21-0 lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. To return, it's Antonio Gibson. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. To throw on first down is May. Flush to his right. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. Here's May to throw it on first down. That'll be caught. It's Travion Henderson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
So he gets on the board, first catch of his career. I can promise you he's going to hang on to that ball. Now, it wasn't the flashiest of plays, but just try to get him comfortable and try to settle him into this game.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and 3. They'll run. It's Henderson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
They'll go. Here's May. He'll let this go deep. for the end zone. And he'll take it on in. Hunter Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. They find the end zone through the air. Greg, that is one of the most popular plays because it works so often.
You're right, Mike. We see it all the time. It's a 4 vertical concept. But the key is you've got to stretch the defense and put pressure on the secondary. That's exactly what they were able to do here. They take advantage, and they go deep for 6.
The kick is good. Makes the score Dolphins 21, Patriots 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
On first down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
All right, come on.
2 and out on first down. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and it'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Here's 2 and out on second down. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up. Tua to throw again. On the move left. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down. Punt team comes out. Dolphins going to kick it away. That's Marcus Jones back to return for the Patriots. This brought in out past the 20. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds.
33-yard line.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. That's caught downfield by Diggs. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
On 1st and 10, here's May. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end, but none of that will matter if this protection can't do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time to get them the ball.
Throwing on 2nd down, May. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Here's May again. Forced out wide. He's got Douglas going deep. That is good. What a throw. To Mario Douglas. Touchdown, New England.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense, and then what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot, and with timing and accuracy like that, leads to 6.
The extra point is good, and the Pats draw closer here. It's 21-14. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. Now, 1st down throw for Tua. Throw here down the field will fall incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Darren Waller. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
Over the middle, caught by Tyree. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. That one good for 29.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. They're able now to go down.
And he will get into the end zone. Come on, Etienne. Touchdown, Dolphins. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return, here comes Gibson. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Out of the gun, here's May. He'll throw it left, and that's his running back. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Here now, 3rd and 5. May going to look to throw. He'll look deep here for Diggs. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there. And it's going to be 4th down. Here's Bryce Behringer now as he's on to punt for the second time. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
34-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Tua. Rolling right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1.
We had a chance to talk with the defensive coordinator. He said they stressed all week to their pass rush. Flushed the quarterback to his right. As a lefty, that's not the natural side most guys want to go, but in this case, he gets away with it. But that's something they're going to want him to do the rest of this game.
Second down and 3. From the gun, here's Tua. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
On the return is Jones. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds.
At their own 31-yard line.
Maynard on 1st and 10. He'll be forced outright. Going up top. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Devon Achane to return it. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
47-yard line.
On the ground, this is Jalen Wright. He'll manage only a couple. Kyle Duggar there to make the play.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, it's not going to make up for all the plays that they've been on the wrong side of up until this point. They finally are able to land a jab of their own, knock this ball away, and get a much-needed incomplete pass.
Third, they need 8. A shotgun snap for 2. That's complete to the veteran, Nelson Aguilar. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From the 41, here's 2nd and 9. Here's Tagovailoa. He'll look middle here. It's caught by Hill. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd down and 3. Throwing is Tua. Forced out left. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there. The sack that might take them out of field goal range.
All right, so it's only one drive here in the second half, and they trail pretty big here to start the third. But it seems this defense came out with a little different energy than we saw in the first half. Whatever was said in the locker room seemed to have worked. Now it's the offense's chance to see if they can cut into this deficit.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
Brings up 2nd down.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 6. A carry now for Gibson. And he's going to have that first down. Tackle made up around the 35.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
That'll be complete to Gibson. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and a yard. On the give, it's Henderson. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, New England.
is May. Will set up the screen for Gibson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
On second down, it's May. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he's going to have the Pats first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
Pretty simple here, Mike. Every team, they have this sheet up in the box. It's their own analytics telling them when to go for it, when not to go for it. And in this spot, their metrics say go for it, sneaks the call, first down.
Off the play fake, it's May. On the run to the right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Working out of the gun. It's May. This one completes right side. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. On 3rd and 2, it's May. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jalen Pope that time. And that's going to lead to a fourth down.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
They'll go. Here's May. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to pick up a Patriots first down. They'll get the conversion. It's a gain of 14. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Henderson. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
Throwing is May. Back complete to Henderson. And they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line.
So there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience. You know, once he broke the pocket, Mike, I actually thought he was just going to call his own number and become a runner. I thought he had some green grass out in front of him to take it in, but he decides to put it in the air instead and falls incomplete.
This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown, so they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jack Jones. And the Dolphins are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal.
Just think back to a few plays ago, Mike. This offense is finding themselves entering the red zone. It looked like we're about to see a touchdown, but that's how fast things can change in this game. The defense finds themselves with their back against the wall, coming up with a huge 4th down stop. Not only do they keep points off the board, but it's nicer to do it when you come off with the ball.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
They'll stay on the ground with A-10. Whoa! And knock him down up beyond the 30. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Dolphins first down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
A play fake. Now 2 of the throw. Sending it deep for Waddle. And he will score. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown Miami. And this has to feel good for this team, Greg. After losing week 1, to continue to add to the lead here in the 4th quarter and get themselves likely back to 500.
Yeah, just a really nice bounce-back performance. After talking to them, they felt really disappointed in their week 1 performance. They felt like they got off to a slow start, Mike. So now here in week 2, bounce back, deal with a little adversity early in the season. I think this is going to bode well as the rest of this year plays on.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now, May. Now, here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Jack Jones. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg their 2nd pick 6 of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's 1 pick 6, but to get 2 pick 6s in the same game, this defense is on fire.
Sanders on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Dolphins will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Oh, that is a dunk on the kickoff. Not only doesn't it reach the landing zone, that's going to be spotted beyond the 40-yard line. Begin it on the ground with Henderson.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Once more, it's Henderson. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
So you find yourself in 2nd and long. What you're thinking here as the play caller is just get this into a manageable 3rd down situation. But after that rush attempt in that big game, they now find themselves in 3rd and short, which makes it nice. They can run or pass. I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. It's the tight end, Henry, in motion. On first down, they go back to Henderson. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Let's go now.
On the handoff, Henderson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, New England.
Here we go.
Toss, Henderson heading right. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So a win here for the Dolphins. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Of a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. And that'll do it for my partner Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins, home winners here as we say farewell from South Florida.